Hi.
Hey, Paulo. How
How
are
are you?
you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Excellent. Really good to be back.
Uh, yeah, no, for sure. That was a really, really good episode last night.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked it. I was thoroughly entertained.
Yes, and so totally gagged this week. We typically do the recap, the going into the show, but we decided that we're going to do a recap of the show that just passed and talking about the future as well.
Exactly. Because we're trying new things. We're being open-minded and we're listening to you, the audience. So
All
it's
four of you.
it's all about yeah, there's five, I think. No. We're doing some strenuous focus group testing. No. Um,
Yeah, is that what it is? Yeah,
Yeah, we're really waiting for the Canadian version to start, where we have
that's
an
actually
audience of three.
that's actually true. The whole point, like legit, that's actually why we wanted to do this. We wanted to use this as a test so
Mhm.
that we can kill it for the Canadian version. I'm so excited for the Canadian version.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
All right, let's dive in. So let's talk about. This episode started with the finish of the last episode, which
Yes.
was the double save, the no elimination.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought it was
Exactly.
warranted. I called it.
Yeah. I mean, it could go. You never know if they're ever going to have one of those. And yeah, I mean, it was like Jackie Cox was crying her eyes out, and then she said, "Sashay, or Shantae, you stay," and like, everybody was happy and everything. But then, who's turning into a monster? Eh?
Gigi bad. Yeah, she was
Uh,
like, listen, I don't like using this word because it's just not nice, but she's been very bitchy lately.
yeah, she's getting like she's I don't know. I think her ego's like just becoming too inflated.
Yeah,
And it's starting to come out in some of her performances because I think she's placing much higher expectations. She's thinking, I'm the golden child, I'm like the best, and she's kind of freaking herself out. So I think
totally.
that's a bit of a historically significant RuPaul's Drag Race phenomenon that tends to happen.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's talented, but she's also not very humble. Like
No.
it's actually now a turnoff. Like I'm not really enjoying her on screen. It's not a cute look for her.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll see.
Um, and she was upset at Jackie Cox
Yeah,
not being eliminated.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like
But I can kind of see that. Like, I know it kind of makes her look bad, but I kind of get it. Like, you do all this work and for a full episode and no one gets eliminated. It's like, come on, I want to be one bitch closer to the fucking crown. Like, you know what I mean?
right. You're right, but you can maybe not be a consistent little
Oh,
beep
wow.
about it. So, yeah,
She is no, I totally know what you mean because she is kind of like not only does she have that little bit of an ego, but in the last few episodes of Untucked, she's been poking bears. She's been trying to get in the heads of other people. So like I think she's tried to play herself off as like not really that type of a competitor, but she is actually kind of getting like a little dirty. Like
I agree. The last thing I'll say about this is it's not even just about other people. It's like the way that she's talking about herself when like the camera is like on just her.
yeah,
She's got like an inflated sense of self that's like
yeah,
really a huge turn off right now,
exactly.
which is the opposite of Jackie Cox, who, by the way, won her third mini challenge this week. And I messaged you right away and she even said it. She's like, does this count as like a Maxi challenge win? It doesn't. I know it doesn't, but I think like at the grand scheme of things, like if she's in the top four and she goes on to the finale, like it has to be part of the deliberation, obviously, if she's like deserving of the crown or not, you
But
know?
wait a minute, you're saying her mini challenge wins are adding up to a maxi challenge?
I'm not saying that like I don't know what the number is. I'm not saying 3 equals 1 or 5 equals 1. I'm just saying that it's important to note so then at the very end of it you kind of have that to talk about. So if she's in the top two and she's up against somebody who won twice, like two maxi challenges, and she ends up getting 4 or 5 mini challenges, I don't know. Like, is there a difference?
Yeah, well, I liked your segue into that from Gigi Good. she isn't as inflated with her ego as Gigi Good, and it's easy not to be when you kind of are the epiphany of mediocrity. Um,
That's Jackie Cox for
Jackie
you?
Cox. Yeah.
He's,
So she hasn't won a Maxi challenge.
I
She hasn't
know.
been stellar. You know, I just don't
I
look. She's nice, sure,
Oh my god,
but
she's so nice. I want to like honestly, I'm falling in love with her. Like I really am falling in love with her. My heart wants her to win. My mind is thinking still Jada Essence Hall because that's been my number one since the beginning, by the way. But the point is, like, I like she's got something to give, like the community. I think, like, if she wins, she'll be able to use that crown and that platform to do really good, which we may need right now
yeah.
because she's a really positive force, I think.
Hmm. So yeah, so we'll see what she has to give and what good she'll be able to do. Um,
Okay, Maxi
or will
challenge.
be
Can we
revealed.
talk about? Can we talk about like? Can we talk about like Sherry's 18 minutes? Gigi Goods reading off the back of her cart.
Okay,
Like,
yeah. Gigi Good crashed and burned, which is ironic because she was in an airplane going to hell, which is how I feel like she probably felt as she was doing that stick. And like, I think you're right. They didn't mention it, but it looked like she had her notes inside the little cart, flight
yeah,
attendant cart.
you heard it here. You heard it here first. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
She even says,
expose.
"Oh, yeah," and she even said, "Let's see where I am at, or where I'm
Yeah,
at."
yeah. Let's see
Where
where
we
I'm at.
are.
She opens up the thing. It's like,
And it's
oh,
like looking. She
yeah.
did twice.
And she
Yeah.
just like rambled out her jokes like she was reading them. They weren't really delivered
Yeah.
well.
She
So
was certainly at the bottom, but can I just mention something? I know nobody well, I mean, Michelle Visage did. If you go on for 18 minutes,
we're
when
talking about
everybody
Cherry
else
Pie.
yeah, Sherry Pie.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you go on for 18 minutes, when everybody else has 5 minutes to do their shtick, that should just be a massive disqualification. Like, you didn't follow the rules. Like, I don't know how that is not just like an automatic. You're at the bottom. Like, it was awful.
Well, I don't think I'm like I don't I wouldn't hold her to such the extent of contempt because she was funny. If she went on for 18 minutes and was like not funny at all, then I'd be like, bitch, get off the stage, right? But she was funny, you know, and I know like they didn't have any type of indicator like you do in comedy clubs, that a light that shows that your set's up, you know, like you can get caught up in it. And she just kind of, I feel like she got caught up in the performance. But to hold that against her actual performance is like, you know, I think it's like, it's RuPaul's rules anyway. So like she was
Yeah.
laughing. You heard her like cackling away.
Yeah.
So it was
I
funny.
know. I'll just say, yeah, okay, the light switcher didn't go off to say 5 minutes is up, but the other contestants didn't either, and everybody else followed the rules. So to me, like, and Michelle said it. Michelle was like, you, she went over. Like,
I don't
it's
think
like
they consciously
there's no
followed the rules so
conversation.
much as I don't think they consciously followed the rules so much as ran out of jokes and had to get off the stage. And I'm sorry for Jada to complain and blame Sherry Pie for not being funny in her set because she had to wait an extra 13 minutes. Was like, that does not affect you and how you perform.
Totally agree. Totally agree. I thought that was weak. Like, that's just like she's just grasping for straws.
Yeah.
My point though, and maybe this is just because I'm like she's consistently okay. She's a good performer. I'm just not in love with Sherry Pie.
Oh, wait a
Like,
minute.
she's good, but she's just like she doesn't excite me.
Oh, no,
So
no, no. She's done really well in both the runways and her challenges. And she's won 3 Maxi challenges. Like she's, you know, regardless of what we think about her and what she's done, like she's been a top performer. She's up there with Gigi Good, which
why are
is,
you bringing facts into this?
I'm just, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you where we're at. I don't like it, but like we're the ones laughing at someone who we shouldn't be laughing at. So it's
I
like,
know, I know, I know. But the point is, just fucking follow the rules. Get off the
yeah,
stage.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, and before we finish this topic, we also have to talk about Crystal. Crystal's performance was amazing. She won the Maxi challenge. She was hilarious, and her whole like kitty litter workout routine was
That was
epic.
hilarious.
That was really
so
fun.
good.
And
That
she's
was
like turning into a huge rock star, and I love her.
Yeah, she's the opposite of Gigi. Like
Yeah.
when she gets up, she's just so humble. She's humble. She's like,
Yeah,
I'm
but she's
doing
also made the most progress too.
Yeah,
Like she's come
I
from,
agree.
you know, and
Yeah,
I
I
can't
totally.
remember. I think I mentioned it in the first episode.
Okay, got it.
So,
Okay, the lip sync. So spoiler alert: if you haven't watched the show, pause
yeah,
and go watch the show. But Jada Essence Hall was in the bottom with Heidi.
yeah,
So it was look. Heidi is a rock star. She's so funny. She's so entertaining. This was her fourth lip sync. The time was now. Like I thought it was well warranted. I'm gonna miss her, but it's that was the right choice.
yeah. It seemed like the right choice and the right time. Like I like Heidi a lot, just like you. I think we both agree on this. She was in the bottom 4 times, so yeah, it was just time.
Yeah, and it sucks because she was actually a mutual pick for the top 4, which is no longer there. So,
Exactly.
okay. And All Stars 5. So the cast was announced yesterday.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm really excited. A couple of picks that stand out for me. I'm really excited about Blair Sinclair. Blair Sinclair was in RuPaul's Drag Race season 10 and was eliminated pretty early. She came in 9th place. But she was the one, like she was very young, had that kind of like down home farm boy type of look, but also really like wore her heart in her sleeve and, did wonderful drag, but just didn't end up, going very far. So I'm really excited to see her come back. And
Okay.
I'm really excited to see Shea Coulee and Miss Cracker. I think have lots of really great performances from the past and have done really well, and I'm looking forward to seeing them again.
Yeah, I agree with everything you said. My top 2 are probably going to be like Shea Coulee and Miss Cracker. Alexis Mateo is a great name. She finished 3rd in season 3, finished 5th or 6th or whatever in All Stars 1. I'm just kind of like I'm kind of over it. Like I don't know. Like why do you need to come back for a 3rd time? Like there's so many other queens. Like just choose someone else to give it up.
It doesn't. Yeah, I'm a fan of Alexis Mateo, but yeah, it seems to be a bit like it's becoming your like full-time gig now. Like this is like your job is RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, and in the off season, you go and just train for your next competition on RuPaul's Drag Race. I will say. So I didn't start watching like RuPaul's Drag Race and fall in love really until like season 6-ish, 7. Yeah. There are 2 queens from season 1, or no, 1 queen from season 1. Doesn't matter. The whole point is there are several queens, almost half the cast from seasons 1, 2, and 3, which I love because the opportunities, like the Instagram stuff, the live performances, all of those things were not really around for like those first couple seasons. So I love when old queens from those seasons get a shot at it right now. And I don't know who they are. So like they could be a massive surprise. So it's actually kind of exciting.
Yeah, Angina actually was one of my favorites from season 1. Angina. Okay. She was in season 1. She was the one that she revealed her HIV status online or on the show on season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Like didn't know that stuff. Like it just that's awesome, right? So I'm really excited about those storylines and getting to know new old queens, which is cool.
Yeah, me too. Agreed.
Okay. And it starts June 5th, which like I told you this when I texted you. Like fucking RuPaul is like getting us through this pandemic. Like
I know.
There's like season 12, the celebrity stuff, and now All Stars 5.
But it begs the question, how are they going to wrap up this season? Is it going to be on Zoom? Like, is that how we're going to see the finale? What are they going to do?
I hope not. I mean, my guess is they're probably going to, or what I would do is like, I would grab everybody who needs to be on the show put them in like a hotel or whatever. You got to be there for 2 weeks, and then when everyone's healthy, you just follow the rules and you film. Like, why not?
Well, yeah, because you can't like kidnap people and lock them up. That's why.
Why not?
At the same time, like I'd throw them all in hamster balls and just put them onto a stage.
The last one to stay on the stage.
Roll around in a hamster ball. If they can stay on their feet, I mean, kudos to them, right?
In heels.
Exactly.
I love it. You know what? You heard it here. Let's
Right
do
here.
that.
That's a new show. Drag in a hamster ball.
In a hamster ball. Okay. Okay, let's finish this off with top 5. Who is going home and not in the top 4?
Okay. I still think Jada is gonna get eliminated. I think that Crystal Method has watch my computer. I think Crystal Method's really like shooting up. I think Gigi's still too good to be removed. Sherry Pie has been a consistent player, and who's the last one? I mean,
Jackie.
Yeah, Jackie over Jada. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's crazy that you think Jada is going to go home. I still have her as my number 1 pick. It was my number 1 pick since the beginning of this show. Check it. Go to episode 1. I fucking said it. But I will say I don't know what the hell is going on with Sherry. Like the little like right up at the very beginning saying that like she's been disqualified and they're still gonna put her in the show because of the finale. I have no idea what that means. To me, there's like a little bit of a sign that she's in the top 4. I hate that, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. I don't want her in the top 4, so I think she's gonna go home. That would just be so much easier.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. Crystal is shooting. Jackie has won my heart. I'll do whatever she wants. Honestly, she's the best.
Really?
She's the best. She's so great. But I really, and Jada is just like unbelievable. And Gigi, like you said, she's got the goods.
Yeah.
She just
all right. Well, that's it. You heard it. Stay with us next week. We promise we'll be back. Probably
and we will know the top 4, which will be really exciting.
We'll be in the top 4. Yeah. So that'll be exciting. Awesome. Thanks everybody.
Bye, B.
Bye.